Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from T&J, and here we are looking at the coaching upgrades. My offensive coordinator and my defensive coordinator both have single upgrades. So let's look at the ones from the first tier here. So looks like this one's +1 block shedding. I already have one there. The next one's going to be +1 power moves and finesse moves. I don't have anything there. And then recharge to give my defense some stamina. This has actually helped in games because there's a lot of times when the offense is going no huddle, my defense needs to be recharged. So this one kind of helps a little bit, and plus nobody's really gotten injured from me yet, so I'm guessing that's helping. But I'm going to put it on block shed because there are times when the computer gets big holes to run through and I need to block shed. So upgrading that upgrades another tier. So let's look at the next tier here. So +1 man coverage, +2 press for games, and then +1 zone. So let's see, probably the next one we'll probably do another black shed because we want to make sure that we don't give up any big plays. On the offensive side of the ball, this one's up tempo, +6 injury, +50% for stamina. I like this one because especially with the scrambling quarterback, you need to give your guys as much stamina as they can, and the other one is +1 carry. So let's make this, now we're 3 out of 3, we're maxed out of that one. So the next tier is going to be +1 throw power and throw accuracy, +1 all catching attributes, +1 break, tackle, spin move, and elusiveness. So that's actually a pretty good one. +3 elusiveness, that's a lot. So let's just save that one. Let's just look at the recruiting board really quick. So as you can see, Marcus Rutledge is still our #1 prospect. He's pretty much coming. Joe Richard, the other tight end from Minnesota, he's pretty much, I mean, there's still a chance for anybody else to come back, but right now it's looking good for us. Paul Stone, another back, probably going to be the backup running back with Devontae Williams playing the way he is. John James, another outside linebacker. I'm ahead by 1,000. He's probably close to committing here. He just had his visit. Nate Owens, another guy. We're second on his. Let's just look. Actually, we're first on his now. So looks like we're a little bit ahead of the next team. Calvin McDuffie, another athlete. I don't think he's very good, but he definitely has that 94 speed, which is really going to help us. We can probably redshirt him. Then as we go down the line, nobody really special. Let's see, there's a guy that we didn't scout here, so let's scout the full ratings out of him. Looks like we're in the lead for him. Jake Jefferson, we're in the lead for him as well. I don't know exactly what he is, but it looks like he's pretty decent. Brandon Nixon, another athlete. So we got a bunch of athletes coming, man. Not too much to show you guys here. Nothing much has really changed. We did add this guy to the board. He's a JUCO. He's kind of slower, so let's just get into this gameplay, man. Going up against Michigan, Jim Harbaugh. Let's get it. So as you can see, they have the #11 rush offense. So look at us, we're 124. I don't know how that is when we got Devontae Williams killing for us. Bruh. And right away we miss a pick on the first play of the game. That one was a gimme, but they do go for it on a 3rd and 7, passing the ball out to the flat, and we get them to punt there on the first series. So a 3 and out, good sign for our defense, especially going up against this athletic team in Michigan. And you know they're going to be running the ball all the time. So here we're going to get Devontae Williams going early on in this game, because what I found out is that if we don't get him going, we have a hard time on offense. And honestly, we need to get him going in the passing game, in the running game, wherever we can get him going. So here we are, man. I'm getting used to this option with Ramsey. He runs it pretty well, and here he's pitching the ball to Timian, who he actually has a running back number 25, but he's a receiver. He's our slot receiver. So on a 1st and goal, I'm dropping back to pass, trying to force it into coverage. I don't know what I saw right there, but that one's going to be an interception, and Michigan's going to take over inside their 10-yard line and give the ball to Evans. And look at this hole that opens up for Evans. Gets out of inside their 10-yard line, gets all the way past the 20, up to the 30-yard line. So they're just going to be moving the ball methodically on this drive. Here they are giving the ball to Isaac. I believe that's their backup running back. So Spate is going to drop back, find his time in the flat. Look at these broken tackles. That's just like unstoppable. If he can break that many tackles, get down to the 5-yard line, there's nothing I can do on that one. So here on the 1st and goal, Spade is going to have all day to throw the ball, and he's going to sit back in the pocket and find Kiko Crawford for the touchdown. And just like that, Michigan capitalized off of the turnover and goes 95 yards for the touchdown. So to end this first quarter, if you look at all these plays, man, I'm trying to drop back and throw the ball, but their defense just getting pressure. Look at this pressure that they're getting on every single play. And that time, Ramsey makes a kind of a bad throw. The running back broke to the middle of the field, and he threw it back to the flat. So they take over, giving the ball to Evans right on the first play. And just like that, they're inside the 5. And once again, finding Kiko Crawford on the other end of the end zone. And Michigan just goes up by 14 at the start of the second quarter. And as you can see, Ramsey is having a hard time making these throws. This time he tries to throw for the first down. So on a 4th and 1, I run a read option. But their guys are so smart on defense. They read that all the way. Even though the read man went with the running back, I still kept it, and their linebacker still kept up with me. So now we're down 14 points, and they have the ball in the red zone. And just like that, Evans finds a crease, gets to the 1-yard line on the 1st and goal, gets in, and right away we're down 21-0, and it just looks like we're overmatched this game. Look at my offensive line not getting any protection. Both of their defensive ends are in on that one. So on a 3rd and 10, Rams going to drop back to pass, and another athletic play, this time by their cornerback, breaking up that, and I end up punting on that one because I'm not going to go for the 4th down conversion on that play, because no way, if I didn't get it on the last one, I'm getting it on this one. So they take over, and they're just driving the ball. Evans going to the outside, little chunks. I mean, they're just breaking off these 4 or 5 yard runs, and it ends up breaking once again for a long run. But here they try to go deep there, and I dropped the pick. Andre Brown, if you see him right there, he has an impact star under him because he really has been making an impact. He leads our team in interceptions. He just makes plays, and just like that, he dropped that interception. So they capitalize, running the ball with Evans here, breaking tackles. Like I said, these 6-yard, 5-yard, 4-yard runs add up. But here on a 3rd and goal, coming up, making a big hit on the cornerback. And just like that, man, the Michigan Wolverines settle for a field goal, but 24-0. And we're not even at halftime yet. And Ramsey, like I said, these ends are just stupid athletic. I'm trying to get around the corner, and look at this, man. That was our defensive tackle, and my guard just let him run right around him. And this athleticism is just overwhelming for my offensive line. They can't block anybody, so they take over here. 10 seconds left, giving a screen pass to Evans, and we go into halftime. We get the ball back 24-0, and we're just trying to move the ball. So this time we have to give the ball to Simi Cobbs because we have to rely on these attributes, because Simi Cobbs is the only one that really lines up with the Michigan cornerbacks. And nobody, look at this, everybody on every play is covered. Ramsey can't outrun the ends like usual. He's trying to get out of the pocket there, getting hit. But look at this defensive line. I can't get anything, and on a 4th and 5, I go for it because, I mean, you're down 24. You got to make something happen. And, man, I'm telling you, this team is just too athletic for us. The Indiana Hoosiers, I mean, we just got to recruit. We got to get better because this is just ridiculous. We can't compete with these teams. Ohio State, we got Ohio State later in the year. We got Wisconsin as well. These teams are going to be coming with some top-notch athletes, and in order to keep up with them, we're going to need plays like this. Brown with the interception there, and that was great coverage on his part. We get the ball back, so we're down 24. It's a lead that we can come back from, but not with things like this. I mean, nobody is getting open, and I can't run, I can't pass, I can't do anything. So here we are, finding Ian Thomas over the middle, and that's going to be like probably the best throw he's going to have all game. So he drops back to pass once again, and Bush picks it off. Ramsey, I mean, he tried to get it over the top of that linebacker, couldn't get enough height on that one, so they take over, and Spate is going to roll out to the right. And look at this. He's going to break the tackle from Crawford and run over our linebacker there and get a nice 10-yard gain. But quarterbacks aren't supposed to do that. But we do get him here for the sack. But now, I mean, it's towards the end of the third quarter on a 3rd and 10. They're going to find an open receiver, but he's not going to get it to him, and that was going to be Kiko for his 3rd touchdown on the day. But on a 1st and 10 at the end of the 3rd quarter, trying to find Jashawn Harris. We need to just try to get our athletes involved here, but like I said, their defensive ends are so fast. We couldn't even get the screen play off there. The running back, Devontae Williams, could not even get open on that one. So Ramsey on a 3rd and 14, one last shot to convert here, and that one's going to be incomplete. They were just all over us. And on a 4th and 14, once again, another turnover, and Michigan takes over. As you can see, man, I'm not playing. My play call isn't bad here. It's just that their guys are just covering us on every play. They know they can play man coverage on us because we can't get open. And look at this. I mean, they're just getting open. We're playing man, we're playing zone. They're just doing whatever they want. That run game is just setting it up super nice for them. So, I mean, at this point, we're just trying to run the clock, to be honest. And here we force the ball. Ramsey throws another interception, and that one is going to do it. The Michigan Wolverines, I mean, they just straight dominate us. And as you can see, 98 yards passed for Ramsey. Can't do anything this game. And it just looks like we just can't compete with the big boys in this conference yet. But hit subscribe, hit that like button. We're going to be back. Try to make a comeback versus Minnesota next week.